All right. So I was just kind of looking over what happened yesterday. We had a strong trending market to the downside. We were creating divergences on that higher time frame. We were breaking through them. Today we started out with a move to the upside. We've pulled all the way back down right now to our 1597 highest time frame EMA. There is a lot of strength going down. We had some major divergence here on the 1597. So I really want to get an idea of is this market going to try and continue with that shift to the downside? I mean, you can see in the long run our major pivots. This one definitely leads lower. But we do have a bit of a peak here. Maybe a bit of a, kind of head and shoulders. So I'm not really certain. We have a lot of strength to the upside in the 1597 EMA, or the highest time frame EMA. But the 1597 EMA's kind of flattened out. The 610 is working to push in the opposite direction. So we have a lot of strength down in the MACDs. So I don't think I really want to test this per se. Right now in taking the long. So let's see what's going to happen here. Let me look at news too. Let's try to bring that up earlier. Factory. Nothing really. There's a U.S. Treasury at 12:15 that speaks. I'm not worried about that. Oh, I was looking away. This is actually a pretty good spot for the short. I feel like I'd be too late getting in right now. You'd really want to catch it back here. Have your risk right above here. And I want to see this continue to push down. That's what happens when you get distracted. You miss trades. So I'm going to pause this. I don't want this video to be super duper long. I am just going to kind of watch this and wait for my next setup. Okay, so I did mark the magic zone type trade. If I would have taken it, I probably would have taken a small loss on it. I don't like to go against the strength, so there was still a lot of strength up. Also, something that happened here, this started to, try and push down. The MACDs died out. Look at that strength that it had down before. And then when all this happened, this is all the reaction we got in the MACDs. So I'm not going to attempt to fight that, really. Man, that price pulled back big time, and that is the only reaction in your MACD. It's in a struggle period, though. So, the price is telling me that it's trying to push down. The MACDs are telling me, I don't know about it here. They're in opposite directions. This is pushing to the downside. This is trying to push up, even though it's below everything. So there's no agreement right now, which I find that when I trade without agreement, then I tend to lose. Okay, here we go. So now it's starting to curl to push down. I just feel like I'm trading directly back into an area. So I'm not going to, I'm just going to wait. I like how the 15 or the 610 EMA is starting to really point down. $15.97 says this is going down. All of these BBs, the weak retracement. It's just, there's something off about it. I think what I really see is off about it is all these price bars that have happened right here, and this is the reaction we've gotten in the MACDs on the 610. They haven't pushed down. They should be really curling and pushing down at this point. It's slowing down. We have an area that's given us a bounce several times. Your 610 or your 1597 EMA just went flat. So it gave that guppy belly look as this is pulling back. So it's a watch and wait for me. You know, I marked this, although when I saw it, it was about down here. I marked this, but I don't see myself really taking that one. Like there's another opportunity here. There was another opportunity here for the short. Your MACDs are slowing down just a little bit on the 1597. Here we go. Is it going to push now? It's going to just do the same thing. Just with all of this movement down, these should really be doing a little bit more. They should really be pushing down harder, and they're not. So, and we can see what the morning already looked like. There's a lot of work just to move up. Maybe that's what it's trying to do to move down. It's just very, what's the word I want to use? Laboring. Here's where I get convinced that I want to take the long. As soon as I saw this bar form right here, I started thinking about the long because this is what we started to see. But I'm going to still be patient because we have an area right in here that was holding. So to me, it's just too close to be able to take that long trade. It's just everything's conflicting. When I say conflicting, I mean everything is below the zero line here, we're below the zero line here, we push past your areas here, but yet we're still not able to break through this this highest time frame EMA. Patience is the key. If I was strictly going with the MACDs, I would like. I'm just going to put this here. Yeah. Got a bit of a cold going on, so I will apologize for. Yep. And if I was taking this one, I'd be like, "No, take me out." Just with that push down, it would have been like, oh my gosh, is it going in the opposite direction? Although the MACDs still are pushing to the upside. It's in that, you know, Marina calls this the magic trade zone between here. I struggle with this zone personally because to me it's a place where you're looking for a shift in momentum, but sometimes you're looking for continuation. I would be looking for an exit if I was in this one. Even if it does continue up. Probably about right here. And here it's going to go. I'm going to move these off of here because they're just kind of bothering me today. No. Hold on. It happens sometimes. Okay, which one is it? Oh, I deleted it completely. So, did I change the name? No. There we go. Does look like it has more of a chance of a long. Just don't see a lot of conviction in the 1597 MACDs. What has me thinking more long than short is the fact that all of these EMAs have stayed in line together. The 610 above the 1597, above the highest time frame. Alright, so this may go down. It may go down, it may go up. I don't know. I feel like it's shifted a couple of times on me. Alright, alright, alright. I'm just going to pause this for a little while until I find my trade. Woo, let me just say something. I almost got convinced to take a short here. You know, what is keeping me out of this is the flatness that the that was being experienced with the 1597 EMA. It was hanging out here, hanging out. The 610 was pushing down, but the 1597 wasn't agreeing with it and wasn't pushing down as well, which means it was going flat. When it goes flat, then it's very wishy-washy. It's easy to violate. What I'd like to see is, man, it's really tough to read right now, but it's pulling back together. This would be a nice little area for it to continue up. Just not far from a resistance area that's already held. Well, it's not that strong of a resistance area. Today, I just may not trade. Shot down hard, shot up hard. Five. Not what I wanted to see. I was watching this BB push up pretty hard as it was closing towards the end. But now it's pulling back. It's still quote-unquote conflicting. It's a little bit better as it pulls back with this bar right here to get in. And I say it's conflicting because it's below the zero line here, but you've got a lot of strength up, which tells us that it has more of an opportunity to push up at this point. I'm not a huge fan of my entry. I think it was like I felt like I was going to miss the move. This is a much better entry right in here. Now I've really got to monitor this exit. Let's see something. Let's get an idea of where this could go. Just for funsies, put this up here, although it's looking like it might be dying out here. I don't like how the 610 EMA or MACDs are not pushing up like I'd like to see them, but let's just watch this for a moment. I mean, obviously everything has been working like this today. It's just been hanging out and hanging out, so I'm not going to stress out over this pullback. MACDs on the 1597, still showing me some strength up. I like the EMAs. It's a pretty sharp angle coming down on the 610. This is really at an area where I could add on another contract here if I wanted to do that. Let's wait just a moment. Love how these EMAs have not pushed together. I'm going to give it another shot right here. There we go. Let's switch these two around. Really need to see this continue pushing up. EMAs are still pointing in the right direction. They're flattening, but not the biggest fan of the 610 MACDs right now. Here we go. I love what these are doing here. Never even curled down. I'm going to watch this area first. It's the time you got to remind yourself just to breathe. Don't feel stressed. Just watch it. You understand what's going on. Here's our first area that may cause a bounce, as it's happened right here. MACDs say forget about it. It's going to keep going up. So let it hit that first target of 2 points. Okay, there's the first one. 1, 2 behind here. I think I may even take it to a break even, at least right at that low. So watch this as it keeps going. Oops. We'll move this up to the high here so we can keep an eye on that. Just touch that high. Oh, MACD says it's going to keep going. I'm going to move 2 ticks behind this bar once it takes off. There we go. Ooh. Probably keep going after this because there's a lot of strength up. There we go, guys. 25 minutes is what it took me to get through those. It's going to keep going. I didn't feel like managing my risk. Honestly, I didn't get good sleep last night. I really wasn't even going to trade today. Let's see what happens. Goes up to that next area, reversal bar. I would definitely be exiting here if I was managing my trade manually. Okay. So I don't even know what I made off of those. Today's the 20th. Oh, nice. Get 3.5. Oh. So the first one I took 2 points on. No, it says I took 3.5, so 1.75. And then 3.5 points off each of the next ones, so for a total of 1050. So we'll go ahead and put that here. So hold on, we'll do 1.75 times 2 plus 3.5 times 2 plus 1050. And guess what I am? Done for the day. So, I mean, like, really, I could keep trading. A lot of times after I've made, like, a really, I've been patient, I've waited for the move, I really saw short opportunities through here, but it was the way that the EMAs were flattening out and not reacting that I knew that I could not take that short and anticipate it to really push down further. Now, that doesn't mean that 5 minutes, 10 minutes down the road, it may have changed. It may have kept pushing to the downside. You see things happen. I accidentally deleted my dots, so I had to put them back on. I'm sure there is a 233 EMA that's running right along here. No, I would not be looking for the long trade. It's towards the end of the move. MACDs are pushing down here, even though they're still going up strong here. So it could keep going for 90 million points. And that's cool. I got my 10.5. I'm done. So I hope that y'all have a wonderful day. And if you got any questions, let me know.